Hey, it's Mark Schultz here with Digital Aircraft, and I'm traveling here again today. And today I'm at JFK, New York City. And hey, earlier this week, I told you that we were going to spend some time talking about digital and digital transformation, and it was leading up to going to the MRO Americas next week. And I wanted to hit on a new subject here today. Let's see, Monday we talked about remote collaboration and the importance of digital in being able to provide information for maintaining of aircraft. I got some JetBlue aircraft behind me there. Look at that right there behind me. And let's see, Tuesday we talked about digital task cards, and then Wednesday we talked about electronic signature. And today I wanted to talk about planning and the importance of maintenance and digital information in planning. So three different major categories of planning that we're usually faced with when we're looking at maintaining of aircraft. We're usually looking at short-term planning, really medium range planning and long range planning. And in all those different aspects, we need different kinds of information in order to be able to effectively maintain the airplane. And in order to be able to do that, we really have to have digital information at our fingertips to be able to do that really efficiently. And so just for a minute, let's talk about short-term planning. And it might be line planning, it might be overnight planning, but you're a planner or you're a maintenance controller, and you're faced with the need to be able to optimize your planning activities and maintaining of aircraft. And we're faced with how do we put together the most efficient work package to be able to give it to line maintenance maybe, and to be able to get them to get out there and service the aircraft, make sure that we get the aircraft out on time, and we give them the work instructions that they need and all the information that's necessary in order to be able to maintain the aircraft. In order to do that, we really need digital information is what we really do in order to be able to optimize that. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that are providing tools to provide short-term maintenance planning. And if you get good information, if you get it all pulled together at the right time, we have labor, we have skills, we have qualifications. We have the maintenance packages, of course, that have to be put together to be able to meet compliance for maintaining the aircraft. Dealing with discrepancies on the aircraft, things which might be write-ups from the pilots or the cabin crew, and in order to be able to turn that aircraft around. Right now, I'm actually waiting for my airplane. It's not in here right now, and it's getting pretty close to departure time. And you never really know exactly what's going to happen, and it's really necessary that we have effective planning processes, to be able to get the aircraft turned around, especially if there's discrepancies or write-ups. And then if you look at overnight maintenance, maybe remain overnight maintenance, and work packages get put together maybe for A-checks or things like that, and we have to also make sure that that's efficient. We find ourselves in a world today where we have to optimize our labor and have the right people at the right place at the right time, and having digital information really enables us to be able to do that. Now we might start looking at long-range planning, and what are we really looking at? We're looking at what do we have to do to be able to optimize our planning, maybe 12 months, 18 months, not out to, I'm not talking right now about, 4 or 5 years. I'm talking about, what are our maintenance requirements for the aircraft, say over the next year and 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and what do we have to do to make sure that that's really going to be effective. And if we have a good digital system, which is looking at materials and looking at our aircraft and our maintenance requirements and, engineering orders and service bulletins and all those things that are necessary in order to be able to have an efficient, effective maintenance package, having that digital is really a critical component of doing that successfully. And so really having digital information is an important part of really having having efficient maintenance on our airplanes. So hey, there's a lot of different things that we can do, and everybody out there watching right now has a maintenance portfolio already. And you need to be looking at what can we do to optimize that? How do we reduce cost? How do we reduce labor? How do we make it really, more efficient? And I wanted to invite you to meet with me down at the MRO Americas next week. I'm going to be down in Dallas at the MRO Americas. And, if you want, you can just hit me up on my LinkedIn here and send me a message. And if you'd like to have a chat about your maintenance profile or about your IT, portfolio, I'd love to have a chat with you about it. But also, if you're a business that is showing down there at the MRO Americas, reach out to me, and I'd be happy to do an interview like this. I did 21 interviews last week at the Aerospace and Defense Supplier Summit Seattle, featuring different companies and what they were doing and what makes them unique and how they're contributing to the success of the aviation aerospace industry. If you want, reach out to me and I'd be happy to do an interview with you and your company. And let's talk about how we can get your name out there and how you can help contribute your valuable products and services into the industry and be successful. Also, there's a link in this post that I put out. I'm going to be spending some time at the Ramco booth. And if you want to schedule an appointment or a meeting with them, you can also reach out at that meeting link and you can schedule a meeting. And, I can introduce you to some people and we can talk about different solutions that are really available in the industry. But listen, MRO Americas is an event where we're getting together and we're going to be meeting again and talking about how we're successful in performing aircraft maintenance. And I wanted to invite you to meet me there next week, and let's see if we can't continue to accelerate the recovery and the growth, that's happening right now in aviation. And I'm looking forward to meeting with you, and I hope that we can have a chance to have a chat. And again, if you'd like to maybe have an interview and get your name out there and be able to get out on social media like this, reach out to me, and I'd love to be able to meet with you. Fair winds and following seas, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Thanks. Bye.